What's up, fight fans? Today's episode is absolutely packed with big stories. I've got all the juicy updates ready for you, so no long intro. Let's jump straight into it. The UFC middleweight division has turned into pure drama. Sean Strickland has somehow stayed right in the middle of the title conversation, even though he's coming off just one win since his return. Still, a lot of fans see him as the more exciting option for a title shot compared to Nassourdine Imavov. On paper, though, Imavov has the stronger case. He's riding a 5-fight win streak, and 3 of those wins came against top 10 opponents. From a competitive standpoint, he looks like the clear #1 contender. The difference is, Imavov doesn't have Strickland's loud presence in the media. Strickland talks a lot, and he talks loud. He knows how to stir things up and especially how to get under Khamzat Chimaev's skin. Because of that, many fans feel like he's pulling ahead. For example, Adin Ross is so confident in Strickland beating Chimaev that he's willing to bet $1 million on him.
Any conversation at all about when or if you're fighting for the belt next?
So no final news yet, no contract signed or whatever. Like one of the last discussions I had with them was with Hunter Campbell and Mick Mena in Doha, Qatar, when it was a Doha event. And the thing that they told me is that they wanted to schedule the fight against Khamzat for December, then for February, but then Khamzat got injured and they were thinking about when they can put this fight. But nothing confirmed yet, and we spoke recently with Mick Mena, the matchmaker, and he was kind to see the fight against Khamzat, but we don't have final approval or whatever.
While Imavov waits for his contract, Strickland is back in the gym, staying active and keeping his name in the headlines.
What's up, guys? This is an example of a human being, fighter, badass motherfucker. This weekend, he's already in the gym today, sparring. The guy's here.
Let's go. I'm trying to embrace my inner Brazilian, you guys. I'm trying to be that whole
The guy's here, bro. What the f? You wanna beat some? You wanna kick some ass? Go. You get ready, cause he's coming for you. Let's go.
Carlos Prates has decided to shut down the talk about Conor McGregor once and for all. The Brazilian said he hasn't received any offers, and honestly, he doesn't even see that fight happening. Prates believes Conor, who hasn't fought in 5 years, probably wouldn't take the risk of stepping in there with one of the most exciting strikers in the division.
Yo, what's up everyone? Carlos the Nightmare Prates right here. A lot of you guys have been asking me about the Conor McGregor fight, and I didn't got anything from UFC yet. I'm really happy you guys saying my name. Of course, it would be a huge honor for me to fight against him. I really want the fight gonna bring me the title shot. JDM, Conor McGregor. To be honest, I think that fight is hard to happen, you know, because Conor McGregor is 5 years without any fight, retired of MMA, and after 5 years, he wouldn't back to fight against the most entertaining welterweight in the world. Nothing against him, you know, but everybody know, I know, he know, I would hurt him bad, I would knock him out. So I don't think it's the right way to make a comeback of the huge superstar like him, you know. But if you want to fight, I'm here, I'm ready. Let's see. I'm waiting. UFC send me something, any name, any place. I just ready to fight, but of course I want the title shot. So JDM, Conor McGregor, let's work.
Meanwhile, Michael Chandler is still staying positive. He's back in the gym, working on his power, sharpening his striking, and looking focused as ever. And somehow, he still believes in the red panty night and that long-promised fight with the Irish star, even though Conor keeps slipping away.
Low. Short.
As for the rumored UFC event at the White House, there was some confusion about the date. Online rumors started saying the event was moved to Friday, June 26th. That's not true. Dana White personally posted a story and called out the media for spreading false information. He made it clear the date hasn't changed. It's still Sunday, June 14th. Classic Dana. Short, direct, and basically saying he's not changing plans because of internet rumors. But here's the craziest part. The price tag. According to Puck News, putting on a UFC event at the White House could cost around $60 million. Just think about that. That's 3 times more than the massive Sphere event. For UFC 306, Dana reportedly spent about $20 million, and at the time people thought that was the limit. Apparently not. So with a budget like that, fans have every reason to expect a show bigger than anything we've seen before. Right now, the leading idea for the main event at the White House card in June is Ilia Topuria versus Justin Gaethje. Merab Dvalishvili has already said he's ready to fully support Ilia during camp. If Topuria decides to train in Spain, Merab is willing to fly there and help him prepare. But there's also talk about doing the camp in Georgia, since Ilia wants to get ready back home. What's interesting is that Georgia is quickly becoming a real hotspot for fighters. Ian Gary is also holding his training camp there. It looks like more and more top names are heading to Georgia to prepare for big fights.
Oh, Islam Makhachev. You will Islam Makhachev, brother.
I'm fine, how are you?
I'm so happy to see you.
Do you want to get a photo?
For sure. Both photo kadami.
I'll take it.
Okay.
It's nothing doing that. I did some training this morning. Then we got home, we rested, we train again.
Okay.
Gonna practice some wrestling.
Yes, for sure.
See you later, guys. Enjoy your day.
So, I'm gonna just tell you guys this right now. If Sean fights Khamzat, I will put $1 million on Sean Strickland. Oblivion clip? Send it to me, send it to me. I will put $1 million on Sean Strickland when he fights Khamzat. Guys, who do you think is gonna be on the White House card?
Realistically, a fight between Chimaev and Imavov might be more competitive, but the UFC doesn't always reward the best record. Sometimes it rewards the biggest buzz. Adding to the drama, Imavov revealed that a fight with Chimaev was targeted for both December and February, but collapsed twice due to Khamzat's injuries.
Well, I still don't really understand what the BMF is, what that means. I don't think anyone really does, but Max is definitely like the BMF. I don't think he can lose that title. You can't be up 5 rounds and then point to the center of the octagon. Dude, like, you don't lose the BMF no matter what. Like, because nobody else does that. Nobody else can, because they don't have the cojones, mate. I worry for Oliveira. I love him like everyone else does, but Max, I think Max is the better striker, mate. He's gonna go in there and go pow pow pow. And Oliveira, yeah, he's gonna get hurt, man. He gets hurt a lot of fights.
Oliveira recently admitted that in their first fight, he almost ended up paralyzed because of a neck injury. He said he lost feeling on the entire left side of his body.
Can you describe kind of what it felt like in there to experience that?
It really wasn't exactly that. You know, I lost movement on my left side in there in the fight. And I think a lot of people didn't know what I explained what it was. So they talked about the esophagus and all of that. But, you know, the reality of it was an injury to my neck. There were talks that I could have been paralyzed because of that. But the reality of it is that I lost movement on my left side. You know, it was no joke. You know, I was told that in the ambulance, the guys were trying to put an IV in my arm and I wouldn't even feel it because I just couldn't feel my left side. So I was scared that my career was over at that moment.
Israel Adesanya is furious. The man who allegedly sucker punched his friend received only house arrest. Now Adesanya's team is pushing for a much harsher sentence, reportedly asking for 15 to 20 years in prison.
Big fan, brother, big fan. And you guys were here for that walk with that fear. And I thought that was dope. Yeah. Like the fact that in NZ we got a problem makers with they call it king hit, but it's a sucker punch. Hey,
whenever people say that king hit, I'm like, there's nothing kingly about that. If you see someone and you're a bitch enough to sneak up on them and you're a bitch, you're a sucker, you're fucking lower than dirt. There's nothing high and mighty about that. For those who don't live in New Zealand, one of our teammates got killed with a sucker punch, a coward punch, and the guys only got house arrest. And they got put on house arrest while everyone's on lockdown. So we're all on fucking house arrest. So how the fuck's that gonna count on his sentence? Anyway, we're trying to change the law so that way if you sucker punch someone, you get 15 to 20 years maximum. So I appreciate you speaking out about that. And yeah, we're never gonna stop.
Joshua Van might be the current UFC flyweight champion, but it looks like he still has some homework to do when it comes to MMA history. During a recent appearance on the Jackson podcast, Van admitted he didn't even know that Demetrius Johnson had fought in the UFC. Now switching gears, this next video is honestly painful to watch. This guy may have made the dumbest mistake of his life. It happened at a smaller event. Right after winning his fight, he got emotional, climbed up on the cage, and tried to do a backflip to celebrate. But the landing turned into a nightmare. He came down wrong, twisted his ankle badly, and his foot literally folded the opposite way. Just like that, a huge moment turned into a career-threatening injury. After an injury like that, very few athletes ever come back the same. Robert Whittaker is honestly worried about Charles Oliveira if he fights Max Holloway again. Max looks almost unbeatable right now. He's sharp, confident, and fighting at a very high level.
After the fight, you were sitting down with DC, and he was talking about the greatest flyweight champion of all time, and he said Pantoja, you said Pantoja, and then you guys forgot about our boy Mighty Mouse, and you're like, you said, who's that? You said, who's Mighty Mouse?
Thing is,
You must have been just talking shit, though.
No. Like I
No, come on. You know who Mighty Mouse is.
I swear to God, like I didn't know he was in the UFC. I saw his highlight.
These kids, man.
You didn't know he was kidding. No, Mighty Mouse was in the UFC.
I saw him fight.
Oh my God.
In one championship, and I remember his highlight was everywhere when he knocked out the guy with the flying knee or whatever.
Yeah.
I guess it was like his revenge or something because the guy knocked him out with a knee or something. That videos I see a lot.
I mean, Demetrius Johnson is probably by far, without a doubt, the greatest flyweight champion
I know
of all time.
him.
Yeah.
But
you honestly didn't know him.
I never watched his fight.
Arman Tsarukyan might have just found himself a second career. The lightweight contender recently showed up on stage with a microphone, looking more like a full-time stand-up comedian than a top UFC fighter. Fans online immediately started joking that he's the Johnny Sins of the UFC.
Всем привет! Вы столько людей пришли на бал посмотреть? На меня, да? Давайте вот так шум создадим, чтобы вы все пришли на меня. Шутить я не умею драться. Кто-нибудь умеет драться здесь? Поднимите руку, кто-нибудь умеет боксировать здесь? Ну-ка, давай, иди сюда. Привет. Сам кис. Занимаешься боксом или чем? ММА? Так я же сказал, боксировать кто-то умеет. Не нужен боксер. Боксеры есть боксеры? Ты что-то чересчур большой для боксера, братишка. Ты боксер? Иди сюда. Это тяжелый вес какой-то. Давай, сейчас покажи. Смотри, если плохо боксируешь, будешь отжиматься. Покажи зрителям двоечку. Троечку. Это что, третий удар это какой? Тройка это как хвост заканчивается. Давай, 10 отжиманий, неплохо боксер. Дурак, ты снова будешь.
Meaning he's doing everything now. Fighting, podcasting, cracking jokes, going viral. Whether it's inside the cage or under stage lights, Arman clearly knows how to keep the spotlight on himself. Not long ago, Arman jokingly admitted he was jealous of Nina Drama after she cooked for Merab Dvalishvili, and not for him. But he did get Nina Drama to promise that next time, she would cook for him. He jokingly said there wouldn't be any cameras or other people around, just the two of them.
Wow.
You gotta try it.
Who's cooking that?
Nina cooked. Actually.
I cooked it.
I'm jealous. You cook for Mirab, you never cook for me.
Okay. Well, no, we tried cooking. Remember?
Chicago.
In Chicago?
My chef tried, not you.
Okay. Well.
Okay.
We'll cook in Armenia.
Next time when we are in Armenia, you cook for me.
Okay.
No camera, nobody, okay?
All right, Armin, I'll talk to you later.